Hello everyone, and welcome to the final topical week of social problems. Beyond this week, there's no more course content because we solved all the problems! Yes! The world is perfect now, so we have nothing else to talk about. Obviously, I'm just kidding. But we are concluding our course this week, though next week we do have exam 4. And this is probably my final video announcement, unless I think of something creative to do with just wrapping up the course or talking about the final. But anyhow, let's get into what the agenda is this week. What do we have to do? Well, I uploaded a brief concluding lecture presentation to Blackboard that talks about some interesting social dynamics related to COVID-19, such as social distancing, and I tried my best to have a focus on inequality in that lecture. So you'll see, for instance, that there are some data related to different socioeconomic groups and social distancing, as well as something unfortunate that we have been seeing, this racial gap in the deaths related to COVID-19. Also in that brief concluding lecture, there's a short thing on advocating versus allyship related to the readings for this week. And finally, I conclude the course with some parting words of wisdom from the gay Steven Spielberg, John Waters. Best director of all time. I highly recommend John Waters' work. Also this week there are 3 required readings. The first is What We Can Do by Alan Johnson. It offers some practical strategies for dealing with social change and promoting a better world. The cats don't want to see a better world. They like it how it is now. Also, there's Advocating by Michael Schwalbe. Check that out and pay attention to what separates advocating from allyship, and also what is the preferred method of activism there. I also included an optional reading called A Sociologically Mindful Path to Social Change. That's optional, but you may find it interesting, particularly if you're going to do Journal 5. But the final required reading this week is brand new, and it's by sociologist Rashawn Ray, and it's called How to Reduce the Racial Gap in COVID-19 Deaths. I put the link to it in the lecture, and it's also included in this announcement. It's online, it's from the Brookings Institution, and it does a good job of detailing some of the reasons why there is a racial gap in the deaths related to this virus, as well as what we can do. So check those readings out. They will be on the exam. Also keep in mind that your final project is due by the end of the day on Friday this week. Now I will try my best to start grading these early, and if any of your fellow students offer to put their presentations online, I will be uploading those throughout this week and next if you wanted to take a look at those. But that depends on if anybody wants their presentation visible to others. Exam 4 is next week. So there isn't really a final exam that's comprehensive. Rather, exam 4 covers this last quarter of our course. It includes the topics of healthcare and mental health, as well as drugs and cannabis, and then this week's topic, which is COVID-19 and advocacy. Also, check my list of readings that will be on exam 4 included in this announcement. Other things to keep in mind is that next week is finals week, so any outstanding work needs to be submitted that week, or it doesn't count towards any credit you'll receive in this course. Journal 5, for instance, is due on Thursday, April 23rd, as well as the optional extra credit assignment for exam 4. In fact, everything you want to count for credit is due by the morning of Thursday, April 23rd. Keep in mind that I offer you a pretty significant advantage if you do all 5 reading journals. You only need to do 4 journals. So if you do 4, missing the fifth one will not count against you, and you can sit any journal you wanted to out. However, if you're an outstanding student and want to go above and beyond expectations, do all 5 journals. Maybe you have nothing better to do, like me. So if you do all 5 journals, what happens? Well, it may boost your overall journal grade, because if you do all 5 journals, I will drop your lowest journal grade. So maybe you got a 4 on one of the journals. If you do all 5 and the other 4 you received a 5 out of 5 on, then your journal grade will be a 100%, and that's worth 20% of your final course in this final grade in this course. And I understand this is confusing with all these percentages. I kind of sound like Bernie Sanders here. But otherwise, it may even boost your grade if you were missing an attendance point. My offer there is that if you do all 5 journals, not only will I drop your lowest grade in the course, but if you had an absence in this course, I will excuse 1 absence if you do all 5 journals. Now here's the best thing. If you're really a wonderful student and you had perfect attendance and you do all 5 journals, I'll give you a +1 on your final grade in the course. So that's a pretty good deal. So please consider doing all 5 journals. And I think you'll like reading journal number 5 because it has an option of doing something called the Sociology of COVID-19, where you can apply any course concept and any readings to what we see happening with this virus. Well, at this point, that's all the announcements that I have. As I said before, I will be grading final projects and such throughout the week. And you can certainly expect another written announcement in the future, and maybe I'll do another video one. But the good news is that it's morel season. The black morels, those magical, they're not magic mushrooms, they're just delicious mushrooms. They've been popping up now in Michigan. I found some black ones, and I'm going to be spending a lot of my time out in the woods from here on out. And I'm looking so much forward to today. I'm going to go check one of my honey holes where I found a lot of black morels last year, and I hope they will be there now. But anyhow, go out in the woods, enjoy life, get some sunshine and vitamin D, stay safe, stay smart, keep up the fantastic work. These cats are causing trouble. Anyhow, peace and love. Bye.